Why are you so loud? Yeah. Skype. I will. Okay. We're good.
Much better.
Maybe I'm just a comics comic. Isn't that enough?
You could be so much bigger than that.
I don't want to sell out.
Don't do nothing set in space or put on a cape. That's just weak.
White Famous, new series Sundays at 10, only on Showtime. Start your free trial now.
All right. Turn off that sound. Repeating that into the stream. That would be bad. Okay.
You're British now?
No. No. I'm just making sound of my microphone. I can tell I'm echoing already. Awesome.
Have you tried not echoing? Because that could be a thing.
Just consider that.
Yeah, just something for you to consider.
Hello, Alessandra.
Hello. So meta. I hate when people I want to watch are streaming while we're streaming.
Yeah.
It's not fair. Why can't I do a bunch of things at the same time?
Mine's a lot lower. Thank you for that.
Mine was better.
Yeah, yours was really
You're
better.
just copying me.
Ah, crap. Oh.
Hey, that's a good idea. We could just like host them and talk over them. And so like everything they say, we can just talk about at the same time as they're saying it.
Yeah.
My dad used to stand in front of the television and like instantly repeat everything that the television would say. It was insane. I don't know how I did it.
Like really fast? Like right
Like
on
really
the,
fast,
right
like
on the back of it?
like right on the butt.
Whoa, like right as it was being said, he would
Yeah.
be already repeating it in the real time?
Yep.
Oh my god.
It was pretty sweet.
How's the echo, guys? Sounds bad on me, I think.
And whose fault is that?
It's always my fault.
It's your fault.
It's always my fault.
How you guys doing?
Hey,
I had a long ass day at work,
how you guys doing? Yeah.
but it's all good. Because now I'm here with you guys, and that's all that matters.
Triple
Also-
echo.
Got some Diet Cherry Pepsi. Wild cherry. Because it's wild. It's extreme. It's also got my hair on it. I had some potatoes for dinner with lots of cat hair on it. You know, for protein, because I'm vegan.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. Check it out. I bought this like teeth whitening stuff, Raytons, for Blizzcon. Cause I just like, I'm trying to think, like, I need to look perfect for Blizzcon, you know? Like, not perfect, but as close as I can like possibly get with money and, you know, preparation, right? Cause honestly, like, I don't really care that much about what I look like at work or at home or whatever. But at BlizzCon, I actually give a shit what people think there, because I want everybody to like me because I like everybody there, you know?
Right.
So sometimes, like, before BlizzCon, I'll be like, okay, let's think. Let's start with the very top of my head and we'll go down, okay? So
I totally
hair
do that.
dye, because this isn't real. This is not an actual hair color. So I need that. I'm thinking about getting my hair cut, so like maybe like to here or so. Something like that. Get a haircut. Continue going down the face, like maybe some new makeup or something. I don't have my ears pierced, so I don't need like earrings and stuff.
Right.
Let's see what
Am I
else.
still triple echoing, by the way?
What?
No, you keep talking. I'm just asking them if I'm triple echoing in the middle
Okay.
of you.
So I've got my necklace all picked out because like after this necklace, like you don't really need anything else, right?
Right.
And then I keep going down, so I'll need like some new outfits.
Keep going
new
down.
Underpants. New shoes probably. And just like make sure to like shave my legs and stuff like that. But yeah, you just like doing the whole like full body checklist. It's like, what am I gonna need? What do I need to look good? And it's odd though because like I found that the convention center was really cold, and everybody keeps telling me it wasn't cold, but it was to me. So
Okay.
last year I had a jacket kind of like this, kind of like a canvasy type deal. I was still like so cold. Luckily I bought a scarf, so that was good. Alessandra, you're totally right. Last year I wore my sneakers around the convention center, but then at night for the parties I wore these like new like booty things, like boots, little booties, and they just killed, man. But they made my butt look really good, so it was worth. Oh my god, it's Star Mike. Molten Core
What's up,
raid
Star Mike?
stream. What? Nah, I mean. We're actually talking about raiding tonight. Raiding is the topic of the night, if we ever get to it, of course. But yeah, what happens at BlizzCon stays at BlizzCon, my friends. Like, at least that's what I hear. I should go
Except
to
that we
Silent
talk
Bob.
about like everything that happens at BlizzCon.
That's
though.
true.
So it doesn't
Well,
really
I
stay
didn't
there
tell
at all.
everybody everything that happened last year. Not everything.
Oh, really?
No, I told everybody everything.
Okay, how's the echo now? This is the pre-show, guys.
That reminds me of Furbies.
The echo show.
Do you guys ever have Furbies? And they'd be like, I'm hungry. And then you like press down on their tongue and they're like, I forget what they say, but that was how you fed them. You just like touched their tongue button. Those things are fucking cool.
That's kind of cute.
I know. I liked my Furby. It was black with white feet and he had green eyes like me. So he was my BFF. It was pretty sweet. And then my cousin Holly, her parents were like, bought her 3 or 4 of them. Like she had like one big one and then a bunch of little ones. Good luck, Plaggy boy. Good luck with raid.
Good luck, man.
Yeah. So I had like mini Furbies. And we had big Furbies. It's fucking sweet.
They ended up like, making them in different sizes then, right?
Yeah, different sizes and different colors and shit. It's pretty awesome. I still have my Furby. He doesn't work, but I have him. In college, one of my friends brought their Furby, and what? I don't know. Her name's Holly. But yeah, Furby's a good time. Right. So somebody in college brought a Furby to school. And then it wouldn't shut up, so somebody else poured water on it.
Do you guys still hear this, by the way?
And that was a bad time for that Furby. Oh, I get it. Sorry, I'm really tired.
You still hear her fully? Not like quietly. Hear echo, not actual. don't have to stop talking. I was just.
Oh, cool. So what are you guys doing this weekend? I'm thinking about sleeping. Sleeping will be good. Sleep. Sleep is good. Yep.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me anymore? Hello? 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 Crap. This sound is back. Okay, so that's that thing. Is my sound gone?
Okay, you should hear me fine now. Very lightly before, now I should be back. I'm trying to I'm systematically cutting things in and out to see who has the echo.
So happy Friday the 13th, everybody.
Thanks,
Did
guys.
anybody get one of those sweet 13 tattoos? I know a lot of tattoo shops, they do like a special on Friday the 13th where they just have like, they make up a bunch of like flash tattoos and you can go in and just pick one and they'll stick it on. I think it's like super cheap. If it wasn't like right before BlizzCon, I definitely would have got one, honestly. Like I've always wanted one. I think they're so fucking badass. Maybe like with a black cat next to it or something, or some flaming dice, or I guess not a horseshoe because I already have one of those. Just some. It'd be cool. I'll get one someday. I guess it's on the old bucket list. Does anyone else like really freak out over Friday the 13th though? Like is anyone scared of that? Is anyone like super superstitious? Aye, baby, you super superstitious. Super superstitious. That's some Stevie Wonder for you.
Nice.
Does anybody have like any cool traditions like watching Friday the
Mute
13th?
myself on Skype. Is that very loud for you now?
Me?
Yes. You said I
Yeah.
was very loud on Skype before.
But that's okay.
You can turn me down in your Skype. But usually when I unmute myself in Skype for whatever reason, it cuts down on the echo on the stream. So let me know, guys, if that's helping at all about echoing from my mic.
You're on a ladder? That's not good.
Oh boy.
I tried-
Superstitions for gaming dice.
I tried that to tempt fate today. I did a good job. Although I suppose like hanging out in New York is kind of tempting fate. It was a nice day and I want to see. Oh. Leave me alone. I'm tired. Whoa. 666, the number of the beast.
What?
That's pretty cool. See, that's not unlucky. And it's not evil. It's metal. Like
Oh,
Friday the 13th in October is the most metal day of all. 666 is the most metal number. Just like
Am I still super loud for you?
how like death is the most metal thing that anyone can do. Like not even playing metal, you know, or being in a metal band is as metal as just straight up dying. Right?
It's the most metal thing, sure. Am
I
still
hope-
too loud for you?
I hope that when I'm like dying, I'm just like, yes. Take me, Dio.
Am I still too loud for you in Skype?
I was thinking about like
Too loud for you in Skype?
me. No, you're fine.
Apparently not. 'cause I've
I'm
asked
not.
you, like,
I'm not thinking. I'm just thinking about metal. I was actually like, what if I just like don't talk tonight and I just play bass and sing? Like, that'd be cool. Just for like a straight hour.
Oh, I'm quiet now? What the fuck?
Maybe you should just talk louder.
Oh, man. Why would my Skype mic volume be influencing the fucking... That makes no sense.
I look
I
like
don't
a
get
giant.
technology. Hi, my name is Tharn. I don't get technology.
I understand you can't call women giants. That's like the opposite of what we want to hear.
It's also my stupid chair that's constantly falling.
You need a new chair, brah.
I do.
So does Understand.
No money till BlizzCon.
Yeah, that's true. No money to BlizzCon.
No money down.
Hey, Milwaukee, what's going on? So what was I talking about? Oh, yeah.
Am I not as quiet anymore, guys? Because I turned myself back up on Skype, and apparently that has an effect here for some strange reason.
Stop coughing into the microphone. Hello, everybody.
No, Draven. I will not. Okay, buddy. Remind me at the end of the show. I just forget.
He forgets everything.
Also, I got a bunch of lessons this week about other stuff in here, though, that we'll be updating hopefully for next week, but including things like how to show when people are following and that sort of thing.
Ooh.
Not as quiet. I think we're going to have to stick with the echo. We've got 4 more minutes. I can't think of anything else to change.
We'll get it right someday.
We're going to go with this.
All right. Well, we don't use this setup for podcasting at all. So,
No, it's very different.
yeah. We don't trust it. Plus, I'm in charge of all the tech stuff when we do podcasting, so that's why it sounds so good.
You can be in charge of this. I would love to stop having to do this.
You
You're welcome to have it.
volunteered. Do you guys like my realm maintenance badge? Look at this shit.
That's some classic shit right there.
I know. Love it. It's good. My mic's covering it up. I'm doing a bad job of being a brand rep. Let's just do this. Ew. So, if you guys are going to BlizzCon, we've got lots of free buttons for you. Yeah. Good luck with your Mythic Plus.
Yes, good luck.
Don't fuck it up.
It's our professional advice for you here tonight. Don't fuck up.
Don't fuck up.
Man, what if you fuck up?
Man, what if you fuck up? Then what? Then your key will get depleted. You'll only get one chest.
Mm.
You'll never be in the MDI.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, no. Someday I'm going to be in the MDI. Mark my words. It's going to be amazing. You and Pizza Hut? Does Pizza Hut have any vegan stuff? I remember I went there back when I was just vegetarian and they had really good pizza. Like, for some reason, it was like way crispier and way saltier than like all of the other pizza I've ever had in my life.
Nice.
And I've had a lot of pizza in my life. Like, a lot.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because I got this vocal fry going on because I'm so tired.
What's vocal fry?
Like, when you talk like this. No, the only thing that I've ever tried to cast was during the our 24-hour live stream in May, and everybody was playing Overwatch, and they didn't have enough room for me, so I decided to try and cast. It was bad. It was bad. It's just one of those things that you have to like really practice, you know? And I just don't have time. I should have spent the entire MDI, like all of those like 7-hour stretches, pretending to cast them. But then I would have missed all the witty banter, so maybe not worth. But yeah, looks like we're ready to go. We've got 1 minute.
All right. Well, then that's busted.
Bust it.
Let's bust it.
Oh yeah, yeah, get ready, get fucking ready. Oh yeah. Is that Was that good?
That was great.
Thank you.
We need some intro music.
I just gave us some.
Okay, well, we need some more intro music because you stopped
Oh.
it.
Well, it's 10 o'clock now. We can turn this off.
Okay. Welcome back to episode 10 of
Wow.
the LB stream.
10 episodes already?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
10th episode.
It's been 10 weeks of doing this. That sounds
10 weeks.
weird.
Pretty soon it's going to be like 15 and then like 20.
Yeah.
And then like 21.
Well, we're going to miss one because of BlizzCon, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, maybe we could stream from like one of our phones
No.
on site
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
and just make everybody like puke because we're holding our phones and walking around. And you know when people do that and like this is your perspective and it's like you're rocking back and forth as they walk and every time they turn there's like it's like what?
I feel like you're exaggerating all that.
Well, it might be because I have motion sickness issues,
That's true.
which is why I have to take Dramamine to play Overwatch. How lame is that?
Yeah. You take drugs to play games.
Pretty lame, man. I can't think of much more lame than that.
Gross. So, tonight, we decided to talk about rating because it's something that we do a lot and we really love it and it's so much fun and we've been doing it for a long time. And there's a lot to be said about it, you know?
Yeah.
So, currently, we have a heroic rating team made up of mostly just like best friends that have been in guild for ages. And we've got heroic TOS on farm. And we also do a normal raid with just alts and anybody else in the guild who wants to come, and even people who aren't in the guild, even people who are not even leveled enough to actually be there. We just carry them through. And like, I don't have alts, so I just go on my main again. And besides that, I have like another raid team that I'm raiding with, so I take my main on that as well, just to like help out with the DPS and stuff. But I think it's just like a true testament to like how awesome Tomb of Sargeras is. Like it's just, I think it might be my favorite raid in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know, like maybe it's not like any better or worse than the other raids, but I just feel like our team really took to it, you know, like faster than any other raid before. And it seemed like Night Ho, you know, that was a lot. It seemed like it was a lot harder. Maybe because it, like, was it bigger than TOS? Because it feels like it was bigger.
I don't know. Maybe it's. I don't know. Like the number of bosses, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, it seemed bigger. Maybe because like the whole place was like an outdoor area or something like that. But yeah, no, TOS has just been great. And it's, I don't know, I do it like 3 times a week now. So, and I still like it. So
Yeah.
that's good. I mean, I am very biased though. Like, I just fucking love WoW and I love raiding. So it don't matter. But I think we're super fortunate that we've got this like group of friends, you know, to raid with, and that really just does make all of the difference. And it's kind of interesting because for me, I've only been in this raid group before. I've never been in another raid group really, you know, like I tagged along to a few of them like back in the day, like in Cataclysm, but like this raid team has been more or less the same raid team with like different people like subbing in and out for years. And eventually like we got this like core group back in WAD, and it all just kind of came together and we've been together ever since. And it's just, I don't know, it's for me, it's like I look forward to raiding now, not necessarily because like loot might drop or, you know, I might have the best deeps or whatever, but it's just like a surefire way to see all of my favorite people and to like talk to them in comms at the same time. And I don't know, like it's just like less of a like a like a true gaming experience and more of like a social experience. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you know how like on Friends, that TV show about friends, they'd go to that coffee place and sit on the couch all the time.
Yeah.
That's like what it is, you know? Except we're not actually together and we're raiding World of Warcraft. Same thing.
It's like the same thing, but not.
Yeah, I'm Chandler.
Lucky.
Yeah, I'd definitely be Chandler.
Man, you go. Of course, you go and take the best one right away.
But I am Chandler. That's who I am.
At least you're not Ross.
No, that's true.
If
Because
you
you're
can say, "At least I'm not Ross," and like it's true, then you're winning at life.
yeah.
Because
You
Ross
just-
is the worst.
Have to watch out because like you might be Ross and you don't even know it.
Yeah, I mean, you can hope that you're not Ross, but if you look in the mirror one day and you find out that you're Ross, it's time to make some changes.
You're Rachel, by the way.
Changes. Me?
Mm.
Really?
Yeah, suck it.
Damn, I'm hot. Thanks.
Yeah. Not speaking to her personality or anything like that.
Then I don't get it.
Exactly.
Okay. Side note: favorite episode of Friends was the game show one for me.
What was it?
It was the game show when they were competing over who got which apartment, and they decided to do, like, Ross put together a game show where there was literally like a board with questions, and they had to answer questions about each other. So like one of the questions was like, "What does Chandler do for a living?" And they're all just like,
I remember that. I think
oh yeah,
my
and then Chandler gets a Victoria's Secret catalog once a month. Who is it addressed to? And the answer was like,
Chenandler Bong or
Yeah.
something. Oh man, that show. I think my favorite one is the one where it's
Ugly
like
naked neighbor.
they're all waiting to go out, and it's like the entire episode is just like half an hour of them hanging out in Monica's apartment. Like it doesn't like switch up or anything
Oh,
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it's
Go
the
listen.
one where Joey won't get up from the seat. Or Chandler won't get up from the seat. I don't remember.
There could be, well, they both are doing it.
Yeah.
One of them
And so
has
like
it, and then
one of them takes all the cushions and then like Joey goes and like puts on every single pair of clothing, every single article of clothing that yeah. Anyway, we
that was
don't
awesome.
need to be talking about this anymore. But yeah, we've all seen fucking Friends. You can't like not see it because it's just gonna be on all of the
Yeah.
time.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't know.
I remember
Good.
the night that show ended, like it just stopped playing was my birthday, and nobody gave two shits about my birthday that year,
Oh,
and I was so
man.
pissed. Like stupid show taking my birthday away. It's like
That's rough.
I know I'll never ever get over that ever.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I should get like a free birthday.
Okay. Baller, should we throw Fist an extra birthday, you think?
Yeah, just throw one for me at BlizzCon. You know, I like cake, kind of. No, I don't really like cake. Never mind.
Hey,
Anyway.
look, it's the Might Ewok was sent by Bella of Punkcast.
Well, that was nice of her.
Thanks.
What
Pretty
licks?
cool.
Are we getting licks?
Oh yeah, he walked in with the licks for everyone.
Oh,
Walked right in with licks for everyone.
that's quite an
for
entrance.
everyone.
I like those kind of entrances.
That's a good entrance. Tongue first.
That's how I'm gonna go like calm before the storm. Like, hey guys.
You were getting conquered like crazy. You go tongue first, you're gonna get like con plague.
Most likely. I'm gonna get that anyway, so I'm just gonna be looking at everybody. Can you guys do weird shit with your tongue? You wanna see something weird? You wanna see me do a vagina with my tongue? Here we go.
Do it. I love how your eyebrows are going.
It's weird, eh?
That's cool though. That looks like
I know.
you're rolling it and it keeps rolling. That's weird. I don't get that. I don't understand how that. That's kind of mesmerizing, honestly. Like that's a little nuts.
I have many talents. Those are but two of them. Um, Probably didn't need to do that on camera, but it's whatever.
No way, that was awesome.
That can't come back to haunt me, right?
No, you're good.
Oh, cool. I like those, and then they can go like, you know.
Yeah.
You know how people do? Yeah, the
Yeah,
split
no,
tongue people.
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, so
So about video games.
yeah, let's talk about video games. So we were talking about
Have you been as excited about a video game as these guys are?
what guys?
They're on screen now.
Oh, absolutely. I was there in 1991. I didn't have a computer in 1991. Like these rich assholes. You can tell they're rich because the girl's wearing like a pretty dress.
Yeah,
And
a pretty black and hot pink dress.
and there's that ginger kid. I like the kid passed out on the couch. Like they're all serving it. Like they're all just like going for it. But that kid, he's like, I'm just gonna add another dimension to this tableau right now. I'm gonna go on the fucking couch and pass the fuck out. You know why? Because video games. That's why.
Yeah, because like the photography director for the shoot was like, "All right, we need a position so everybody can be seen." I think we need to go bigger. Hold on.
Yeah, make it big. Cover the screen with
Everybody
them.
needs to be seen, but you all have to be doing something, right?
Hmm.
So like the kid on the floor was like, "I'll go on my knees and I'll be on the front," and he's got his little multicolored hat and everything, and his Keds or whatever the fuck is going on.
So I was like 5 or 6 in 1991 or something like that.
91. I was 10.
So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have
So
been
you're like
that
the girl
smart.
perched on the desk there.
Pretty much.
That was you.
Man, everything was so much more exciting back then. Like the
Yeah.
only thing that I can get super hype over is like Blizzard stuff nowadays. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Am I dying?
I don't know,
But yeah. So
but this is youthist.
yeah, I know. I know it's me.
That's you.
I think I'm actually just the kid who's just like, ah.
That's what I said.
Oh,
That's
good.
him. That's
Yeah,
the one.
that's me.
That's you.
That's the one I'd be. Yeah. Like he's not acting there. You can tell. Like he's just really feeling this excitement.
Yeah.
But yeah, so back to rating.
Yeah. Sorry. These kids might be rating.
I don't know. 1991, they're probably all dead now.
What?
That's math, right?
No, not at all.
That looks like an ad from like the back of an Archie comic back in
Yeah,
the 90s or
totally.
a comic book or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like a Nintendo Power magazine or a
Totally.
Wizard magazine. Do you fucking remember Wizard magazine?
Yeah.
Oh, that magazine was so cool.
That was the shit.
It was like that was like any sort of like nerdy social media site nowadays. Like that's what Wizard was, except way better. And like that's how I learned about like all of like the esoteric comic book characters that I wouldn't necessarily have learned about, just because like, when you're a little girl growing up in the country, it's hard to get your hands on like issues of comic, right? Especially ones that are like super relevant.
Yeah.
But we had Wizard, and it was just the best. And they do like, oh, if this comic was a movie, which actors would play them and stuff. And then
Yeah,
they'd have
I love
like,
that.
I know, but they were doing that back when like that wasn't a thing,
Yeah.
and they'd have spotlights on like different artists and stuff of like new comic books coming out, and then they would put like snippets of comics in it, and they do like cool clickbaity articles before like clickbaity anything was a thing. They'd be like, oh, it's like the hottest esoteric DC women of all time or whatever, or Marvel women or
Yeah.
stuff. And I like,
BuzzFeed for comic books.
exactly. Like I'm a pretty big like Marvel buff, and I was even back then. Like I knew my shit back in the day as far as Marvel went.
You don't have
But
to tell people that. All you have to tell people is that you had a job in a comic book store.
of course,
Because you don't get a job in a comic book store. That's like an impossible job to get.
well, it was
But you
impossible.
had one because you knew your shit.
You know what I did? When I handed in my resume, I wrote up this like incredible cover letter.
Cover letter. Okay.
And I put the emblem of Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters on the top of it. So
Nice.
it was like
Nice.
that. It was like that. I was like, look how much I know, and also look at this.
Nice.
So
Nice touch.
yeah, they hired me, and I fucking like had to leave the job because I was moving to Ireland. Fuck's sake. And they got me this really amazing Hellboy T-shirt, and they all signed the back of it. It was so sweet.
Aw,
I know.
that's so cute.
I love Hellboy. It's like hands down my favorite comic. Like I love X-Men and I love Marvel, but there's just something about Hellboy that's just like I think it's I don't know. I think it's like Mike Mignola's humor that gets me the most because like a lot of the stories are based upon like real folklore from around the world. And I dig that. I like hearing those stories. But then he puts Hellboy into them, obviously, and that just like gives it a twist, you know? But then some of the stories are just based on things that he just makes up. And so like if you don't
Good.
yeah, and if you don't know, like I don't know, sometimes it's hard to tell like what is based off of like an actual like Norwegian folktale and what his daughter came up with one day, and he decided to turn into a story. So yeah, but if you haven't read any Hellboy comics, I definitely recommend.
I had before you turned me on to them. They're so good.
They are. And I don't know. I think there's like a new movie coming out soon.
Oh yeah, a third.
Yeah, but it's like a prequel or something, and they've got like all different actors and stuff like that.
Really?
I thought Ron Perlman did a really good job.
Ron Perlman was awesome in that.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's too bad. Oh, and Seth MacFarlane as Klaus. Like, that's a hard role, because he's basically not even anybody. He's just ectoplasm, really. But whatever. It should be good. It'll be fine. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Apparently there is an R-rated Hellboy reboot coming up.
Interesting. There's also another one of my favorite series from Marvel is the Runaways. I love the Runaways. It's so good. It's about the children of a group of supervillains.
Of supervillains?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they find out that their parents are supervillains, and then all of their parents die, and the kids are sort of left with like what their parents left behind. So there's a witch, and she's kind of the leader of the Runaways, and she's so cool. She's like this goth Asian girl, and she's got this staff that she stole from her dead parents, and it's called the Staff of One, and she can only cast like the same spell once. And every time she uses it to cast a spell, she has to draw blood.
Jesus.
So like she cuts herself, whatever. There is like a week every month where she does not have to cut herself to use the thing.
1 week every month?
Mm-hmm. You get that, right?
I get
like,
it.
You get it? Okay. But it's pretty sweet.
I wasn't sure if that was a real thing or not. Is that really part of the comic? Or just
Yeah, it's really part of the comic.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And there's a cyborg boy, and then there's like a boy who's got these cool like fire gauntlets or whatever, like these like fire things, and they've got this like giant mechanical frog that they go around in called Leapfrog. And then there's like one character who's like telepathically linked with a velociraptor. And
Sweet.
there's one mutant in the gang, and she's the youngest, and she's got like super strength, but she gets really tired because she's a little girl, so she'll get like super strength and she'll be able to like beat people up and just like explode things, but then she'll like pass out, so she needs to drink like energy drinks and shit and like tea and coffee and stuff. And then there's an alien. Oh, what's her name? She's like this beautiful blonde girl, and her powers are charged by the sun, and when she's all charged up, she like turns into this like amazing sparkly rainbow girl, and she can fly. And it's kind of interesting because they like sort of like interwove her story with the like whole Skrull story arc in Marvel. So like her alien parents betrothed her to like a Skrull, I think like a royal Skrull or whatever. And the Skrulls have this power to change their appearance, like they're shapeshifters.
Okay.
So the Skrull, like, he doesn't know that her parents are dead or whatever. So he comes to Earth because he's like, hey, we're getting married. And she's like, who the fuck are you? No, we're not. Also, she's a lesbian. And she's like madly in love with the girl who's a witch.
Oh, Lucy in the Sky.
Oh, yeah. That's her code name. Yeah.
Or
So-
Carolina Dean.
Yeah. Carolina or something.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
just-
kind of cool because like,
Wikipedia, so you could get the right name.
oh, thank you. So this like Skrull, they're kind of like genderless, like because they shapeshift and stuff, right? So the Skrull just like assumes the appearance of a woman, and then she's like, "Is that better? Like, can we get married now?" And she's like, "I don't know you." So it's just like I think one of my favorite aspects of the whole thing is just like how the Skrull is like trying really, really hard to like, woo her, I guess, which is really cute. And like you don't see that a lot with like betrothal storylines and stuff. And it just like there's a whole other layer of just like, her being a lesbian and like the Skrull being genderless and like, just like assumes this like woman's appearance to like try to appease her and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just a really cute aspect of the whole story. So yeah. But
It's
yeah.
funny. Do you own that? Because I feel like you've told me about it, but I don't know that I've read it. 'Cause if you own it, I'll have to borrow it.
I don't own a lot of it, but I read a lot of it. I read it all when I was working at the comic book store, so like, I didn't have to buy it. Our guild's name is Blood of the Scribe. But yeah, so now that I've explained like 2 comic books,
Yeah. But real quick though, before you move on, Milwaukee said he was just explaining this to his family because he said he saw it's going to be a show. Did you know it was going to be a show?
I did. That's why I brought it up on Hulu, I think. So yeah, I don't know if that's going to be good. Oh, hey Mel. But I hope that they do it justice. I don't have my hopes up, but Marvel's killing it in the visual media thing going on. So
And also like I don't know, I feel like it's hard to do. I shouldn't say that. It's more difficult to do Marvel wrong because the stories are so good and so established and so deep.
that's true. Yeah. Yeah, but it's a really good story, and I definitely recommend. It's like it's all in the Marvel universe, like I said. So like you'll see the X-Men and like Iron Man and stuff pop in, and it's kind of funny because like all the adults in the world are trying to get these teenagers to like they want the mutant to go to Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters, and they want to like rein them in. They don't want them to be vigilantes and stuff, and they don't see themselves as vigilantes, but they're trying to be superheroes because like their parents were just so awful, so they kind of just want to like, I don't know, right some wrongs in the world, I guess.
Did they all necessarily decide to be good, or are they still questioning that?
Yep, they all decided. They all were. They had no idea that their parents were evil. But and all their parents were friends, so they've been friends like before they all joined up and stuff. Anyway, I don't need to explain this whole thing, but you guys really should check it out because it's cool.
Well, you got me interested.
Yeah, I hope it's a good show. Yeah, how not to make comic book movies. CDC. Yeah, no thanks. The only like DC movies that I really liked were like the first 3 Batmans. Batmans? And like
Evil Batmangs?
it's like everybody hates those movies. Not hates them, but like says they're like campy and cheesy and stuff. I'm like, yeah, they were, but
Wait, the first 3? The 1989 Batman?
yeah.
That first one wasn't campy or cheesy. Like there was a tiny little bit in some of Joker's crew. But that's it.
So
In the first one.
Joker dancing on top of a float to Prince music.
That's the Joker. That's just Joker being Joker.
Okay, fine. But yeah, those are the best. Michael Keaton is the only Batman. I'm sorry.
Michael Keaton has like Batman eyebrows for real.
I think I have Michael Keaton eyebrows. What do you think?
Mm,
Do I look like Batman?
mm, mm. Yes.
And Michelle Pfeiffer, like the only Catwoman who matters. I'm sorry. With that red lipstick, and like the first time you see like her and her entire costume all done up, she's like doing a bunch of like fucking no. The first time you see her, is she like saving a woman from a mugger? Yeah. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
That's the first time you see her.
Catwoman?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when she finishes all her arts and crafts, you only see like a silhouette, and then she goes out and saves a woman, and then she's like, "Stop being a."
Yeah, like she like saves the woman, and then she like grabs her with a face and like gives her a talking to.
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm Catwoman, hear me roar," and then she like fucks off, and then I like when she walks out of that department store that she blows up, and the Penguin and Batman are just like chilling outside. And she's like, "Meow," and then the fucking thing explodes. It's pretty
She
hot.
Flipped her way all the way out, right?
Yeah. She just fucking
Man,
flipped
that'd
it.
be tiring.
I know, right? Also be really cold because like her cat suit was essentially made out of like shiny pleather, like a raincoat.
Yeah.
She took it. That scene where Selena Kyle goes insane is like the best scene in
really
any
good.
movie. I love it. She like comes home.
It's a makeover scene. You love makeover scenes.
I do love makeover scenes. She just comes home. She's had a shitty day at work because her boss tried to kill her, and she fucking
That's the ultimate shitty day at work.
yeah.
Your fucking boss pushes you out the window.
Well, actually, that's not true. First, she comes home and everything's normal and shitty. Then she has to go back to the office because she forgot to do some shit.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
her boss tries to kill her. So she comes home again. It's so cool because like they shoot it, and she like comes home and everything's normal. And then when she comes home after she died one time, she's like all fucked up, and she just like drinks the milk and then just like it dribbles all down and stuff, and she's like dumping it everywhere, and like she opens the window and all these cats come in, and she starts like screaming and shoving her her stuffed animals in the what do you call those things?
Garbage disposal. With
Yeah.
a butcher knife.
No, it was with a wooden spoon.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And then she like busts her lamp thingy that says hello there, and it says hell here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
fucking
neon
cool.
lights.
Yeah.
It's like, honey, I'm home. Oh, I forgot.
I'm not married. Yeah, and then she does what every crazy like half Catwoman would do. Fucking bring out the sewing machine. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna make a fucking outfit right now. Cause I'm fucking crazy. And now I'm gonna fucking sew some shit.
Yeah. And like thimbles with.
Yeah, with the like the scratchiness on it. Yeah.
Man, that was good shit.
That's
See,
a-
and so that one, like, there was a little more camp, a little more cheese in that, and that was all like again mostly in the bad guys and the cronies, like
Yeah.
like the henchmen, right?
Yeah.
That's where you
Ugh.
started to get it, and then they brought it way to 11 with Batman.
Oh yeah. Batman Forever. That was just
But that was the clear departure though, right? Because that wasn't Tim Burton anymore,
wasn't it?
was it?
Wasn't it?
I don't think it was. Because the first two were very Tim Burton. Like the Catwoman suit itself is so Tim Burton, and
Yeah.
the whole lots of visible stitches thing is very Tim Burton.
That's true. And like, oh my god, the worst part of that movie is when somebody's underwater. Oh, it's fucking Christopher Walken's underwater in that penguin enclosure, and there's like that gross dead clown underwater. I remember when I was little, I was just like, if I was swimming in the pool and I thought about that, I'd have to get out because it's just like I don't want to find a gross dead clown underwater. Like that's not cool. I don't want that to happen. And it's funny because like at the end, Michelle Pfeiffer dies a few more times, and then you think she's dead, but then at the very, very end of the movie, you see her head, like the back of her head, staring at the bat signal.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty sweet. But then fucking Batman
When I
Forever.
was a kid, though, I thought that the cat that runs out of the alley to Bruce Wayne was her.
You're
I
stupid.
thought that like she had 8 normal lives, and then her 9th cat life was as a cat. I don't know why I thought that.
Oh.
I think it was one of those kid rumors. You know, there's like kid rumors,
Oh, really?
like just rumors that everybody believes that before there was this crisp, clear internet thing where you could just look things up and know what they are for fact.
You know, I read this article one time that like our memory as a collective human whole is getting worse because we don't bother to remember things anymore because we just have to look things up.
Yeah.
I certainly don't. There are still words that I don't really know how to write properly because I don't use them very often. But I don't bother to learn them. I just fucking type them into Google, and Google's like, "This is how you spell it. This, there you go, honey." And I'm like, "Thank you, Mother Google, for everything you do for me every day." Ah, Google. But yeah, Batman Forever. Let's talk about that.
So that was not Tim Burton. That was Joel Schumacher.
Oh.
So there was the crisp, clear break there was unfortunately right.
Oh.
But that was, there was the difference in style and a very, very clear difference in tone.
That's true. I liked so like the first 2 movies were like insanely dark, like super, super dark.
Yeah,
And then Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, there's a lot of like glow in the dark paint going on and like neon lights and shit like that, and pink, lots of pink lighting.
Yeah.
But Batman Forever for me, like it came out at a time where everything was just like I was super impressionable, like I was at that age, like maybe like 9 or something like that. But like it seemed like the whole world just went insane for this movie. Like when you're a kid and an exciting movie is coming out and then it comes out and then it's been out for a while, it's just like it can like take over your entire soul. It's just like your parents buy you all the merch and the commercials are on TV, and then there's like toys that are like the same like brand and stuff, and it's just like, so when Batman Forever came out, I was collecting the Batman Forever Pogs, Batman Forever trading cards, Batman Forever McDonald's merchandise. You guys all had at least one of those things.
Yeah.
Those see-through like glass cups.
Oh yeah.
I had 2 of them. I had Batman and the Riddler. Then I had the soundtrack with fucking Kiss from a Rose and Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me. And yeah, and so
it's a solid
and like
soundtrack. Here are the mugs.
but and it was just everything. And like the thing was, like, I grew up in Canada obviously, and Jim Carrey he was Canadian. I think he gave up his whatever. That's a whole other can of worms that I don't care to open. But he was Canadian at the time, and like whenever a Canadian actor or actress or like musical group or whatever does well, Canadians like we rejoice. Like it's good. We push that shit, because we're proud of our Canadian stars and celebrities and stuff like that. So he was just everywhere. I ended up having a huge crush on him for some reason, because impressionable youth or whatever.
On who?
Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Yeah, but only in like the green tight outfit with the question marks all over it. But yeah, that movie. And then like Kiss from a Rose was just so good, and Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me was just so good. Everything else kind of sucked on that album, to be honest. But
no, there were some other good ones. There was a Smashing Pumpkins song. The end is the beginning is the end.
Oh yeah,
it's a good song.
That's true.
Wasn't there like a reprise of it? Like, wasn't that the beginning and wasn't that the first and last song? I remember there being something.
I guess I don't remember. I'm gonna have to check out that album later. Remember, there's like a Brandy song on it as well, but I had it on cassette tape
because of Brandy.
Yeah.
No, I was wrong. Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me was the first song.
That's what I thought. My dad got
The Riddler by Method Man.
Oh yeah.
Smash It Up by The Offspring.
Smash It Up. Ooh, yeah, that was a good song too, actually.
Where Are You Now by Brandy. There you go. Good memory.
Thank you. My dad got that cassette from Columbia House, like with like like the flyer you get in the mail, and it have like tiny little pictures of the album covers, and then
As
you'd
either
like,
stickers or stamps.
and you'd like break the stamp off like really carefully, and you'd
And you
fuck
rip
up
it up.
because it's like the size of your thumb, right? So you just rip them in half, and then you'd like lick the one side and stick it on the thing, and then lick the other side, stick it on the thing. I remember I just spent like ages poring over all of those album covers,
Yeah.
just because like
That's a big choice, you know? Like that's
Yeah.
an important decision.
like my dad would let me pick one, because like you get one for a penny or whatever. Like that was their big thing. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, if you buy 5 cassette tapes, you get one for a penny. It's like, whoopity doo. But yeah, that was the shit. And it's just like, I remember looking at shit like that because there was no internet, you know? And my house only had one TV for a really long time. And there was nothing else to fucking do.
Yeah.
So I just like look at these fucking Columbia House fucking flyers. But the cool thing was like Nicole Kidman in that movie, that's what my mom looks like. My mom looks exactly like Nicole
Does
Kidman.
look a lot like that, yeah.
She looks exactly like her. Like the hair, the face, exactly
That was
like
one of
her.
the biggest appeals to me about that movie.
My mom,
Chase
Meridian.
Meridian. What a good
Dr.
name.
Chase Meridian. I'm gonna change my name to that. I love how she's just like, oh, my
Her
mom
mom
is
is hot.
totally hot. My mom is really hot.
mom is hot.
Holy shit, my mom's hot. My mom was in like a beauty
Picture
pageant and stuff.
her, blonde, tall. I don't know how else to. You guys look a lot alike.
Kinda.
You
We have
guys
the
look a lot
same
alike.
nose and lips. Yeah.
Yeah, her mom's
Oh,
pretty
like my forehead is my
hot. It's like
dad's forehead.
Stacey's mom.
Stacy's mom got it going on.
Coincidentally, not on the Batman soundtrack.
That's true. That came out much later.
Not coincidentally at all.
What was I saying? What the fuck was I saying?
Chase Meridian, change your name.
Yeah. That'd be a great name to change your name to. Oh, right.
Yeah, Columbia
So-
House. Yeah.
Her fucking, just like, I love that character because she's just like, she's got the hots for Batman so hard, and she doesn't even give a shit. You know, it's just she's just like, oh, I think Batman was here, and then like she's like, he saves her or something. No, he doesn't save her. She's just at the scene of the crime because she's like a crime psychologist or something,
Yeah.
and she sees Batman, and she's like, my place, midnight, and Batman's like, the fuck? He doesn't say anything. He's just like,
Just leaves.
and then he fucking
But
shows up.
then she happens to be just, I don't know, completely naked in
Of
a
course.
sheet
Like,
only.
That's the kind of female character that I can totally get behind. Like 100%. She's like, "Hey Batman, I know you're fucking busy saving lives and shit, but come by my place. I know you know where it is. At midnight. I'll make sure that I'm only wearing a bed sheet, and you can come right into my apartment, and we'll see what
That's
happens."
not all you can come right into.
Right?
Ew.
She's like touching on his plastic boobs with those little plastic nips. She loves that shit. It was fuck. I love that character. And then like Bruce has to like try to woo her and stuff, and like she turns out to be, or he makes sure that he gets her as a psychologist or psychiatrist because he's having bad dreams, and she's like not interested. She even leaves him in the room because her tea's ready. She's like, oh, take this dream doll because I don't really fucking feel like helping you because I've got such a massive boner for Batman that I don't even give a shit about my professional life anymore. I don't care that you're a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
I really want to get my lady bone wet for Batman. So, and then she goes and gets her tea, and then fucking Bruce has like the Apple Watch before there was an Apple Watch, and it's fucking Alfred, and he's like, it's like, Master Grayson has taken the car, and he's like, oh, the Jag, and he's like, no, the other car.
He leans way in.
Yeah.
The other car.
Oh my god, that's such a fucking good movie. And then like, I love how like Tommy Lee Jones was just like kind of in that movie as Two-Face.
Yeah.
I think they used that
God.
character more so for just like set, because they're like,
It was terrible.
what if half of the set was like gross face and the other half of the set was normal face.
Yeah. Hey, Two-Face, show me how to punch a guy. Extended. It's
Yeah.
just terrible. He's just like,
And he had like
completely
2 girlfriends, Drew Barrymore
Yeah.
on the nice side,
and Debbie Mazar.
on
Debbie Mazar.
the other side,
Yeah. One in
And they're-
white
they're-
and one in black.
lingerie.
Yes, one in white lingerie that's like got floofies, plushies. That was Drew Barrymore, and
Holding a chihuahua or a poodle.
Was
yeah,
it?
poodle. It was a stuffed poodle.
then Debbie Mazar in like the black leather.
Man, that's such a good movie. Why are we talking about it again?
I don't know, but who cares?
Yeah, I guess nobody
It was
cares.
so good.
It really is. And like,
Got 2 more images to share from that movie before we
I remember
can move on. Here's one.
I had a lot of anxiety when I was a kid. If anybody would like to, like, I actually wrote a huge blog about it, if anyone cares. But I had a lot of anxiety as a kid. Like, that was just a thing that I had. And I remember, like, that movie freaked me out because, like, there's that part near the end where the Riddler has Chase Meridian in a tube and Robin in a tube.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, you have to fucking choose which one you're going to save. And like, since I was so little, like that kind of concept of like having to choose between 2 people that you love never occurred to me. Like it just hadn't occurred to me yet because I was little.
Yeah.
And I remember like, what if somebody kidnaps both my parents and I can only save one of them?
Oh my god.
And it freaked the shit out of
I'm
me.
not
And-
Batman.
yeah, but my mom kept saying like, Batman saved them both. It's okay. Plus that'll never happen. So
Yeah.
shut the fuck up, you stupid little kid. I mean, my mom never said that, but that's what I would say if I was my mom talking to me. But yeah, that part was cool. He batarangs the thing, the whatever thing,
Right.
like the microwave. I don't know what it was. You know what's really cool out of that movie too? The design of the Batmobile, but then there was also the Batboat and the Batplane. It was sleek. My little brother had like a plastic Batmobile from Batman Forever, and like the blue parts lit up. It was so fucking cool.
Here you go. Moving the GIF over because this is what you just talked about.
I don't see it yet.
It's popping up.
There's a delay. Oh yeah,
There it is.
that part.
Yes, that's how he saves them. Oh look, there's even a clip of Drew Barrymore in there screaming.
Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on my brain, or whatever.
I got you on that too. I got you.
Got you. That music video is fucking hilarious because like yeah, there's like clips interspliced. If Platinum Monkey's still in this raid, it was kind of funny because like we were watching like 90s music videos a few weeks ago, and he's quite a bit younger than I am and like the rest of us in our group, and he's like, why are they showing the movie a bunch in the videos? And it's like, well,
That's how all the movie videos were.
that's how they all were, because you'd go see the movie in the theater and then not see it again for like 7 months, and then you would have it on VHS. So to promote the movie,
Yep.
the music video would have to incorporate movie slices, even if it like almost completely ruins the video. So with that Seal video,
Most of them did.
definitely, unless you're like fucking what's his face with St. Elmo's Fire, and he's like, how about instead of just like also intersplice movie from St. Elmo's Fire, but also bring all the actors in, and at the end of the video, I'm gonna go walk around in the room with all the actors and sing at them real close, and like they're gonna have to act like that's not fucking awkward, because they're actors, and I'm fucking what's his name? Fucking Highway to the Danger Zone guy.
No, it's not Kenny
What?
Loggins.
Fucking, it's not.
It's not Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins doesn't do St. Elmo's Fire.
No, it's this other dude with a giant nose.
Are you serious? Like
I'm
my
serious.
mind is blowing right now. Like that's not true.
Yeah, it's John Parr. St. Elmo's Fire,
Oh.
also known as Man in Motion. Well, don't because who the hell is that? And what else did he ever?
I
don't
don't.
know. I shouldn't say that. I don't know the guy, so maybe.
I can't believe that.
No, that's not him.
But it's not him. I mean, wow.
Yeah, John Parr.
Well, John Parr got a piece. Everybody thinks he's fucking Kenny Loggins, apparently, which is fine. But yeah, fucking, if you want some awkward cringe, watch the video for Saint Elmo's Fire, and you'll hate it. But what I'm trying to say is that Kiss from a Rose video is fucking great, because it's just like the premise of the video, aside from the clips of the movie, is basically Seal
So bad.
on the rooftop of the Gotham police station. And I know that because the bat signal is behind him the whole time.
It's on the screen.
Yeah. And the bat signal is, in fact, on. So what I can reasonably conclude from this video is that Seal was like, hey, gonna climb up to the roof of the police station, open my purple silk blouse, turn on the bat signal, and wait for Batman to come find me. So he's like Chase Meridian times 1,000, because he's like nah.
He's like, my place, midnight.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not even gonna make Batman
Rooftop.
figure out where I live. How about I just call him with the fucking bat signal and open my shirt up, and he'll know what's going on, you know? And on top of all of that, I'm gonna sing this song. Baby, hey Batman, come suck my dick on the roof. Ooh, you know? That's Seal. So it's fucking great. Like, it's a great video.
Was
And
that
like,
the end of his career, or was that like
No,
the middle
no,
part, or
no,
was it the
no.
beginning of his career?
it was the highlight of his career, without a doubt.
Did he have stuff before that?
Yeah.
Was it like a big breakout moment for him, or was he like?
This song is his most popular song. Like, he's had stuff before and after, but like this song was just, and this is how everybody knows him, you know?
Yeah.
Because the song is just good. Like, you can't tell me that, like, you get in the car, you turn on the radio, this song comes on, you're like, nah, I don't feel like listening to Kiss from a Rose. You fucking say, nobody in the history of the fucking earth has ever done that. Ever. I don't care who you are.
Q Draven saying, I do that all the time. I did that yesterday.
No way. No way.
I'm just
That
making
is
up
not a
'cause he-
true thing. When a Kiss from a
I'm picking on
Rose
Draven in particular right now.
comes on the radio, you fucking listen to it.
That's right.
And you're like,
Oh,
baby.
It
What?
came on fucking Spotify the other day. I was on like a 90s playlist, and they have like, do you remember Pop-Up Video?
Pop-up video.
Yeah, Pop-Up Video with all like the cool
One of the
facts about
best
shit.
shows
They
ever.
had like they have like a bunch of facts about the song on there, like
That's
overlaid on the, like they show some lyrics and then they bust into like.
I
some
just
facts
I
about it.
love facts about that. Like, facts about
Yeah.
the song, the artist, and the video.
Totally.
It's all good.
Yeah, they said for Kiss by a Rose that all the vocal
Whoa.
parts were because he was considering just doing all of the music by vocals at first. He was doing a vocal version of all of the pieces of the song that would be instrumental.
Check it out.
I don't know that he was necessarily going to do that as the entire song, but he was making a vocal version of it all, and that's where like that whole first part comes out.
Alejandras is gonna associate that song with us now. So like, when Seal is making "Sweet Sweet Love" to your ears, you think about me going like, baby,
Awesome.
Batman, come and suck my dick. My blouse is open. There was an accident. Oh, it just blew open. How did that happen? Yeah. It's like, I don't know how that happened, but yeah. So what came after that? Fucking Batman and Robin. So that's fucking Mr. Freeze, Batgirl, fucking
Nipples.
the Bat Nipples, fucking Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy for some reason.
But Bat Nipples only on the male characters,
Yes.
because let's not be ridiculous.
Let's not be ridiculous here. And they're like, oh, we need to create some tension, so let's almost kill Alfred, because that's like a good
Oh.
idea.
Mm,
Let's not do that. Fucking George Clooney makes his one and only Batman debut.
because he was terrible at it.
And like, I was
Fucking terrible
still
at it.
really young when that came out, so I didn't realize that it was a bad movie. But I think I knew. The only cool part of that movie was Bane. That character was fucking cool.
Yeah, but again, he was just like Two-Face, where he was like barely there, side
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Like,
But it was
might as well not
cool.
even-
Like that guy was so juiced that you could literally just press a button on him and he'd get even juiceder. She's like, "Oh, Bane, go make me a fucking sandwich." Bink. And he's like, "Ooh, yeah. Juiced up. Juiced Kermit. Yeah." But yeah, no, that was just a terrible movie.
Yeah, except for all the Mr. Freeze puns.
I mean,
The best part of the movie.
it's a good movie now because it's so funny, but it's, it's just one of those really bad movies. Like that part where they're just like, they're trying to like buy poison ivy at that woman auction that they're all at. And he gets to do a bidding war with Robin because she like blows her like sex dust at them. And they're like, fucking smells good, yeah. And then fucking Bruce Wayne pulls out his like bat credit card or whatever, and he's like, "I never leave the cave without it."
Oh,
and that's when the movie dies. It just dies. It's just like, you know what? We give up. Like, this is stupid. Let's just give up. I'd love some sex dust.
Who's your juiced?
I feel like sex dust would get you out of a lot of things, like a lot of obligations. It's just like, "Oh, hey, Fist, we're gonna need you to do anything." And they'll be like, "No." And they'd be like, "Holy shit, okay, can we just have sex?" And I'll be like, "No. No." And like people are walking near me and I'm just like, "Go away." And they're like, "Oh, it's like fucking Orgasmo." Like that was
Yes.
basically the same movie except way, way, way better, right? Because then they had the Orgasmo Raider on his arm and he'd just be like, "Zzz," and like people would get like massive orgasms, just like that part where he shoots the old lady and she starts like humping her walker. Man, that movie was so good. Like, it's such a good movie. If you guys haven't seen Orgasmo, you have to see it.
Yes. That's one of those. That's probably the one that you're most likely to have not seen.
So
Definitely worth it.
I grew up in a small town, right? And for a long time growing up, we only had one video store. There came a time at one point where it's just like video stores were everywhere.
Yep.
And like everybody had a fucking
Stuck
video
cock.
store. Stuck cock. But there was only one. And it had a copy of Orgasmo. And like the cover of the VHS, like the cardboard cover, had a picture of Orgasmo on it, but his cod piece was indented, so it was like you could touch it. So this was like an infamous VHS. There was only one in town, and like every high school kid rented it. By the time I got to high school, my mom started working there and she became the assistant manager and then the manager. And then, so I'm like renting it all of the time because like that's my humor, like that's who I am. I'm pretty much Orgasmo. So
Yeah, if you want to hear the forerunner of Flagging Balls, watch Orgasmo.
pretty much. So as like all of the video stores are changing from VHS to DVD, they start selling all the VHSs, and guess who got the sacred indented cod piece like VHS that everybody's had their hands on in town?
Ew.
Me. I did.
Congratulations.
That's like a
I think.
piece of history from my hometown. And like all my friends would come over and we'd all watch it. We'd watch it so often. So if you haven't seen it, I'll give you the run for real quick. So it's like this Mormon from Utah. He has to go to California because he's going on his missions, and he just got engaged to somebody back home. And he like goes around and he's like knocking on people's doors, trying to tell them about being Mormon, I guess. And it's actually like a porn set. Like the house is a porn set. And the director sees him like beat up a bunch of guys because like he's like, "Oh, send some guys to beat up that guy because I don't want him anywhere near my porn set." And so this is Trey Parker. So Trey Parker just like beats them all up. Fun fact, Trey Parker actually does have a black belt in real life. And I know that because I've been in love with him since I was in grade 7. But that's besides the point. So he gets cast in Orgasmo and they promise to like pay him tons and tons of money. And they tell him that he doesn't actually have to have sex with anybody because they'll get a stunt cock. Stunt cock.
Stunt cock.
So basically like He becomes Orgasmo, and he wears a mask so nobody knows it's him, and he's sending all this money home to his fiance and stuff, and she's excited because then they can have a great big wedding, great big Mormon wedding. But yeah, so I won't spoil the end for you, but Ron Jeremy's in it.
Hilarity ensues.
His name is Jizzmaster Zero. Like, how funny is that? And then like
I forgot about that.
Jizzmaster Zero, and the dude who played Squeak in Basketball is in that, and he plays Chota Boy. Like, it's just so fucking good. Like, you guys have to see it. It's hilarious. And he has an Orgasmo Raider on his. I should be that for Halloween.
That's a good idea.
I mean, I don't think I look good in like the unitard and stuff, but I think I can pull it off. I can be Orgasmo. It's a good movie. But yeah, much better than Batman Forever.
Well, yeah. I mean, but that's a pretty low bar though, because
That's true.
we just finished talking about how bad
That was just so bad.
I mean,
Did that movie have any redeeming qualities at all?
wait, Batman Forever?
Yeah. No, not Batman Forever. Fuck.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
No.
Robin.
No, like I was like one of the, I was one of the kids who was crazy about those movies, and Batman Forever was already the step in the wrong direction, and then by the time Batman and Robin came out, I just didn't even care anymore. To be fair though, I was at the age where I was probably starting to move a little bit out of that,
Sure.
but it was also just like just looks so dumb and cheesy.
I liked it, but I didn't know. I didn't know how bad it was.
Also, I'm sure like the younger you are,
Yeah.
'cause
Like
the
I was
cheesy works
so
fine for
young when all this dumb shit came out, so I didn't care. But didn't it have like a really cool motorcycle chase? Like Batgirl, fucking Alicia Silverstone.
like
She steals one of the motorcycles from Bruce Wayne and like goes and like tries to win money or something in a motorcycle race, and then
Did not
Robin
do
has to go and save her. Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, still shitty, but at least there was like a cool motorcycle thing.
I couldn't even tell you.
I
I'm gonna
don't
take
know.
your word for that because I don't remember.
I should watch it
I
again.
know I saw it at some point, but like,
Doesn't matter. But yeah. So that's we're coming up on the end of our show. So just wanted to quickly tell you guys that we are recording this weekend, so there'll be a podcast out before the week is up. We still have yet to sort of like regulate a time to do things earlier in the week, just because of my new job and stuff like that. I might be working from home on Tuesday though, so I think that'll help for next week. But that's neither here nor there. If you're watching for the first time, this is not our podcast. This is something completely separate from that. It's just a chance for us to hang out with you guys and do a stream, I guess. Our podcast comes out every week, and you can find it on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud, or laggingballs.com. And also quickly, we just wanted to thank all of you guys in the chat room, and whoever might be listening or watching later. Thank you for all the support that we received for our last show. It was kind of an emotional one. We'll have kind of a follow-up on all of that on our next show, but it was really different for us, and we didn't really know how it was going to go, but we figured it was pretty important, and just like the response from everybody has been fantastic, and not just to us, but to the people or the person who wrote in and stuff. So just I don't want to go too much into it, but thank you guys so much for that.
and then Draven's note that show about rating and absolutely zero rating talk.
Well, which we tried, but that's how it goes.
Call us out, Draven, you jerk.
Yeah. So it looks like the CTR thing is still going. So that's at twitch.tv/convert to raid. Also, Azeroth Roundtable just started, I see, and that's twitch.tv/Azeroth RT, I think, or is it
AR? Oh, no,
as
Azeroth RT, yeah.
Yeah, Azeroth RT. So watch both somehow. I'll try. I'll like open two things, or I'll like watch one on my phone and watch the other on the thing. But thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys. We hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Friday.
Thanks, guys.
Love you.
Bye.
I love you.